Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Stakeout Podcast. It has been a long time, and that is 100% my fault. Originally, when Bennett signed on to do this, we were going to do this as a sort of whenever something happens. And then nothing happened.
Stuff happens.
Okay, stuff happened. We decided today to sit down to talk about the Trickster rework because it's been incredibly controversial in the community, and we decided to add on a few other things on top of that. As I just mentioned, my co-host, the fake Bennett.
Hello.
Hello. Are you ready to get into it?
Yeah, why not? I've been waiting. We're good.
We're good to go. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is Trickster's rework. I've had quite a few matches playing him. I don't know about you, Bennett.
I played him mostly on PTB. I have played a couple matches of the rework, and I will be the first to admit, Trickster's not for me, and I don't think he ever will be, and I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the rework itself goes, I have some issues with it, but I get what the direction they were going for is, and I think that's the telling part to me.
Yeah, I have some critiques as well. I will also say I do like the Trickster quite a bit. I always have. But I don't think this cards on the table. I don't think this is as bad as people are acting like it is.
I think part of the reason people are acting like it's as bad as it is because, and we'll get to it later, but it's because they're playing them on the new map.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think the new map is not friendly for Trickster, but like you said, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to start with him being 110? Because that seems to be the major pain point for a lot of people.
Okay, my question for the people who want him to be 115 is why? That's always my question whenever someone brings up like a change to speed. It's like, why do we want Blight to be 110? Because that's a very common thing the community says a lot. The reason we want Blight 110 is to encourage his power use and make it so he can't just play loops normally.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's exactly what they're trying to do with Trickster. They're doing the same thing on top of the fact that, is there a range killer who's not 110?
Artist, I guess?
Yeah, but she has to hit you twice unless you stay in the loop.
Yeah, I mean, who will, like, proper range? Like, I guess unknown, maybe?
Even then, like, it's an AoE.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought Trickster's power was designed as a 110 character, and I think trying to take him away from that was a bad idea in the first place.
Yeah, but that's the other thing with it, too, is when he was 115, wasn't that one of the biggest complaints?
Yeah, nobody liked it. It didn't feel good to play. Because they had to increase how many knives it took to injure, because then he would have felt terrible to play against.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 knives felt terrible. You just had to spam knives constantly.
And, like, I don't mind. There's been a couple ideas to, like, if he's an S rank, make him 115. I don't mind that inherently. I would like to try it before, we actually do it. But,
Yeah,
like, go ahead.
I was just say I don't necessarily subscribe to the idea of him being 115 at all.
No, fair enough. And I get why people. It's the same. Like, Deathslinger's a little bit different, but because his range is limited. Technically, Trickster's is too, but also not really. That's the other thing with it too, is that it's a very weird conundrum with a killer like Trickster because his range is technically limited.
Yeah.
But that's only because of reaction time and projectile speeds and on a technicality. But if you're good enough at predicting people, you could, in theory, hit people at any range.
I agree. I think with the strength of his DPS at 6 knives for an injure right now is enough to justify him being 110 to me. That's not even considering the faster throw speed he gets, the loss of his lullaby in S rank, which is genuinely quite good. And all of the other benefits he gets. Like, I just don't think the one thing I currently really dislike about Trickster, and I understand this is a skill issue, when you start throwing knives after you've thrown 5, you begin to slow down very noticeably, and I wish they would raise that a bit. But it's meant to be like that because you're meant to tap fire now, which is another thing I think people are struggling to grasp.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think they're also trying because when I first saw the rework and the way they were talking about it, I thought what they were going for was you were supposed to weave in M1s into your blades.
Mm.
But the more I watch, and again, I haven't played him too much, but the more I watch people play him, the more I've realized that no, the you're just supposed to just pelt them with blades, just not constantly.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like they're in a position now, throw your blades. They're in position now, throw your blades.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or you can hit a blade through that little hole and you'll get extra style points.
Yeah, can I talk about that really fast? I don't think the
Mm-hmm.
style system is really designed that well. I don't think anything that consistently rewards you style points is really that much of a good gameplay. That's not the right word. Is not really a stylish play, perchance. Oh my gosh, but like in the way that they think it is. Um, for example, hitting a knife from like however far it is isn't really that difficult, but that gives you a lot of style points. I
Well,
think a good decision for the system would be maybe either increasing the distance but giving it more points, or maybe it could be a stacking system to where you can still get the same amount of points, but you'll get more if they're further away.
Well, I mean, they kind of tried a little bit with that by making it so repeated actions, with a couple exceptions, don't give you any points.
Yeah.
Um, which which is actually funny because it's before Trickster slugging was actually really good, and it's still good now. But because of how the style meter works, if you slug two people and hook back to back, you don't get any style points for the second hook because you did two actions at the same or repeated.
Yeah, I don't. I think the style system wasn't expanded on as well as it should be, is what I was trying to get across. I just didn't explain it
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like room for them to improve it, and that's the thing too. Like a lot of people are bringing up that he feels underpowered, and I would rather him come out a little bit weaker and be buffed than the other way around.
Yeah, cool, because then you have the Krisu situation where everybody was playing her, she was miserable to go against, and now nobody plays her ever.
Right. Even if she's not that bad, it's just because she's not on that pedestal she was anymore.
Yeah, I mean she feels like she's like C tier, but in reality she's fine. It's you call it the
Mhm.
pedestal effect, don't you? I've heard you talk about it before.
Yeah, it's the pedestal effect. Yeah,
Yeah.
or the
Um.
Halo. Technically, it'd be like a spin off of the Halo effect, but yeah.
Yeah. Um. But with the style system, another thing, I wish kicking pallets and such didn't give you points. I think that's pretty silly, to be honest.
Ah,
I wish like they could find more ways to make the blades give you points instead of doing that.
I think the reason they did the palette thing was because they didn't want you to. They wanted you to have the ability to gain style points, like even if you're not in a chase.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that can feel bad. Like if the survivors are just hiding and there's no way for you to keep your style meter up or get it up at all, it kind of feels really bad.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I think I just I have a bit of a gripe with the system. I wish it was better designed, to be honest. I think that's probably my big kind of takeaway from the Trickster right now is the system's not that good.
Also, Trick Blade's base kit is never happening. I want it, but I wish people would stop asking for it. It's not happening.
Yeah, that would
They have
be
made it. They pretty
yeah.
much made that clear now.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
I'm reading the patch notes. Did you know you get style points for snuffing a boon?
Oh, I did know that. I figured that out in a match because it got me to S tier. I was like, "Oh, that's sick."
That's okay. That's. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's just really random. Um, Also, like, there's a lot of stuff to like about this. I like that main event. Like when you hit that S rank, I know some people think there's like not much decision making with it, but I I like the idea that like if you're in a really good spot to use main event, you'll use it, and if you're not, you'll kind of save it to the last second.
Yeah.
Um, and then you like because like you're waiting. Two survivors show up. Well, now use main event because you'll get all your style points back.
Mm-hmm. In
Um,
all honesty, I don't really like the design of main event. I never really have. it feels like it's always been designed to just kill people off hook, but I will say, it's not done perfectly, but the new way of preventing you from using it near hook has made me like main event more.
Mm.
I do think that in S rank you're usually better off just using the throw speed and everything that you get from being in S rank instead of popping main event. But I think this is the best iteration of main event so far.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we've had passive, like, states before, right? Like, Nightfall and Dredge, Chain Hunt on Pinhead, technically World Ender on Vecna.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're trying to stretch that a little bit more, and even from a thematic perspective, I think the style meter kind of works. It just, again, it does need a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah, thematically it's good. I agree with that. I just think that in terms of actual gameplay, a lot of it doesn't really make that much sense, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the voice lines of Trickster when you lose a style rank it's my fucking crack.
Oh, I love the the best bit about main event is the sound effect when you pop it. Bomb, 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 bomb. It's so goofy.
I just love that Trickster like casually cusses when like he loses a when he loses a rank.
Yeah.
It's really
He's breaking the fourth wall, he knows. Dude, you suck. You're terrible.
But I mean, some things like about like going into S rank, like the faster reload's nice. The your lullaby leaving is nice. The killer instinct is also really cool too, because like once the killer instinct procs, if you see two of them next to each other, like you're not using the info necessarily to, like hit a blind spot or a blind shot, but you're like, oh, there's two people next to each other. I'll pop main event now.
Yeah, the killer instinct's really good for him for sure.
I don't know how I feel about the terror radius being bigger on it though. I don't think he's deadly enough in S rank to justify it, honestly.
I actually would argue that the bigger terror radius in S rank benefits him. I think it's meant to be a snowball tool, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it does benefit him, but I think it's meant to. Like, that was their intention.
Yeah, and then, I mean, like, the add-ons, a lot of them are fine. There's clearly some winners in there, but the fact that they managed to rework all of them is, like, none of them seem outright useless, which is not common.
Yeah, I think his add-on design's pretty decent, to be honest. I'm a big fan of Lucky Blade. I run that pretty much every game.
I will say, have you used the reticle one?
No, I have my own reticle.
It is the worst reticle in the entire game, and I will die on this hill.
That makes sense.
It doesn't change.
What do you mean?
So let's say you're throwing a blade far, like really far. Yeah. Your reticle doesn't change, but the blade trajectory does.
I see. That's
even
cool.
if you're close up, it doesn't change either.
That's pretty cool.
It's so bad. It's static. It looks cool, but it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they would have learned their lesson from Springtrap, but I guess not.
Yeah, I at this point I think a reticle, like, it should just be a toggle in game, to be honest.
Vecna has one base kit. He's the only killer who does.
It's very silly that there isn't one, to be honest. I don't know. There's so many things, and this is a topic for another time, but there's so many things in the game that just should be in it that isn't, and it's weird. Mm-hmm. And a reticle's one of them.
But I mean, like, personally, a lot of the discourse around the Trickster rework has mostly been making him 4.6 again, which we discussed already.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that idea.
On top of that, I do really think what I said at the start of this is very poignant for the community to kind of get through through their heads. The Trickster isn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this killer, and I never have, and I never will. It doesn't matter what they do to rework him.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Maybe some people just aren't, like, the Trickster's not their character, and they should just accept that, I guess, you know? Not every character needs to be for you.
I hate playing Blight.
I don't like playing Kaneki.
Like, but that doesn't mean Blight's bad or, like, badly. Well, okay, you can argue badly.
He needs to be
but you know what I mean.
Because I don't like him.
But, yeah, it's just, like, it's something with Springtrap. A lot of people don't like Springtrap mostly because of how he plays, not necessarily because he's weak.
Yeah. Well, they'll tell you he's weak, but...
Yeah, that's a topic for today.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I said, I do also think part of it is the map, which I think is a segue for that.
Yeah, I don't really have any other thoughts on the Trickster rework. I would call it a success. I like it.
I think I think what they were trying to do has been done, and it just needs adjustments.
Yep, I agree. Any other thoughts on Trickster? Are you ready to move on?
No, not really. No, I think
Okay.
I'm good.
Trickster's Delusion. Do you want to start on this one, or should I?
Okay. People who know me know that I am a pretty laid back and chill person with this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not get very mad or upset. And I usually don't call things overpowered or broken or anything like that. This map genuinely made me crash out.
Yeah.
That should be telling.
It's not a good map.
I hate Larry's. People know I hate Larry's.
My
It's
least
my
favorite
most
map
hated
in the
map.
game.
Yeah, it's my least favorite map in the game, but I still play it just fine. Like, I will just suck it up and play it. This map, if it shows up, I genuinely think I would DC.
Yeah, this is a bad map. I mean, I think we can both agree it's very pretty. It looks very good. Art team, always a 10 out of 10.
It, like, the problems this map has, and yes, I do agree it looks very good. The problem this map has, there's so many, but the fillers are bad, which, okay, their fillers are supposed to be, but the fact that they connect to other stronger loops
that is the issue.
Is part of the problem. There is I think it's the laundry building. It has a filler on the left outside, a filler on the right outside, and a god window on the inside.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, like, it doesn't even matter what killer you're playing. Like, you pretty much have to break both of those pallets, or that window is always the most powerful thing. And the survivor can just run around the building and usually lose chase, which means that the entity blocker doesn't happen. So it's virtually, I know some people would argue it's not, but it's virtually an infinite.
No, I would agree, yeah. In my video that I posted today, that's going to date this stakeout, I guess, I have a clip where I got ran for 2 minutes. I 2 times the speed in the video. I got ran for 2 minutes as Trickster around the main building and got 1 health state.
Yeah, I saw.
Now, granted, like, people would argue, and they'd be correct, you should just leave that chase. I was sticking to it because it was funny, and I wanted to see how long it would last. But it is obscene that somebody could run around one building, use no resources for 2 full minutes.
There's also, like, clutter is another problem this map has, and I get why it's there. But the biggest one that annoys me on this, oh my god, do you know the god window in, like, the convenience store?
Yeah, with the little fish guy on the table.
Yeah, there's 2 trash cans beside it.
Yes, I get stuck on it all the time. It's horrible.
And it is the most infuriating thing, because if those weren't there, I actually don't think the window would be that bad.
Yeah.
It would still be strong, don't get me wrong, but, like, it would not be nearly as bad if you didn't have to walk around that.
I agree. Another weird thing about this map that I don't like is Shack. I do not like how Shack is designed. It's really weird.
Is it bigger than the other Shacks?
It feels like it is. I think it is, yeah.
I don't know if it's bigger or if it's just, like, because it's like a hexagon, I think it is.
The hump on the side of it makes it really awkward to get around.
Yeah.
I don't care for it.
I had survivors going around that side instead of window, and I still couldn't catch up.
Yeah, I do not care for it at all. I will say something about this map I do like. I think the market tiles, the tiles in the market are actually pretty well designed.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with that area being okay.
The market is good, I think. It's the rest of it. And another thing, I don't know if you didn't talk about this. Everything in the map except the market looks the exact same, so it's really hard to figure out where I am.
Well, so for me, like, I would get lost not necessarily because I didn't know where I was, but because the buildings, like, my brain is trying to, like, think of how would this building be set up, and it's not set up the way my brain thinks it should be. Like, the one good thing about the map, and some would argue this is a bad thing, I do like that it's static. For the most part. There's a couple exceptions, but I like that it's I prefer static maps. I know a lot of people don't, because randomness is what makes DVD.
Yeah.
But, like, I like RPD for the exact same reason.
I also like RPD.
The difference between this map and RPD, though, is that RPD specifically has designed cutoffs.
Yeah.
So you can use the static nature of the map to your advantage on either side.
That just reminded me of something else, too. This map is so easy to pre-run on. because
Yes.
the killer has one option, and you can heartbeat read the whole time. They have to chase
Mhm.
you around the building. If they try to go the other way back, you can heartbeat read, and just go the other way.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's not. Yeah, very pretty map. Is it the worst to play in the game?
I think it's worse than Gideon's. I'm going to be 100%.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play Meat Plant. To be fair, that might
Well,
just be recency biased, but
well, because the thing is, so with Gideon's, you can brute force the pallets, right?
yeah, they have to drop them.
Once the pallets are down, they got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
As it's boring, but I think the map, like, I would rather play that versus this one where it's like Larry's and Gideon's had a baby.
Yeah.
That's genuinely what this map feels like.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, and it's like it's not an indoor map either. That's the weird thing, but it feels like one.
It also, to me, feels massive, but it's really not. Like, this map feels huge.
It's compact. It's like there's another. It's like what's the map? What's the map that's not a map that is a map?
Oh my gosh.
The Walking Dead map.
Called?
You know which map? Yeah, it's like that one, right? Like it isn't that big. I think it's actually one of the smallest
Refuge.
maps.
Fallen Refuge.
Fallen Refuge.
I really had to think about it.
It's not that big, but because I think it's the fog. I think it's the neon for this map.
Yeah.
It's the lighting. It makes it feel bigger than it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing with this, like if you paint your room a bright color, it makes it look twice as big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like a real thing. And if you paint it dark, it makes it feel smaller.
That's funny. I didn't know that. It's like a psychological thing.
Yeah, look it up. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
bright
blue.
You. Yeah, bright blue if you want your room to look as big as it can. And black if you want it to look like a
small and horrible.
Prison, yeah, small and like a prison cell.
I can't believe it. The map that is a map that's not a map. It has returned.
But like, also lockers on this map are weird. I haven't played Dredge on it yet, but
that's funny you say that. Yeah, sorry.
Does he do fine?
Yeah, I was talking to KMD. KMD really likes it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people were also talking like, why did they make the map the way they did? Did they learn nothing? And I think they did because Orban Lake Mine is fine.
It's so funny you say that because one of the designers who worked on the map, I believe, said that it is a similar size to Lake Mine. This feels twice as big as Lake Mine. Because I don't think Lake Mine feels like a big map.
No, Lake Mine feels like really, again, it feels compact, but it doesn't have a lot of indoors, I think is the other problem. Because I think similar to how, you know, RPD, like they cut it in half, right? But if you just took the upper layer and the bottom layer and made them their own maps, they're really not that big square footage wise. It's just getting to those locations takes forever because you have to go upstairs, go back down the stairs, go through the arms room.
Yeah. It's also because you only have one pathway up there that you have to go to, pretty much, for
right.
RPD. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this map. I've heard stealth killers are quite good on it. In my experience, I did like 4 matches of Ghostface. I have won all of them. So, I mean, I guess there's that, but...
Yeah, when I was playing, I tried Pyramid Head on the map and I was doing terrible. And then I put Tablet of the Oppressor on. That gives you undetectable when you're trailing. And I suddenly started doing really well on it.
Yeah, I could see this being really good for stealth killers. I've played Wraith and Sadako on it as well. Did fine with both of them.
It's funny because, like, I feel like the top end killers obviously don't really care that much.
Yeah.
Even then, I think they do struggle in some loops on this map. I think people are overselling.
Yeah, I was playing Blight. I was not enjoying it. I was not enjoying it.
But, you know, the top tier killers don't care too much because they're still top tier. Stealth killers don't seem to care that much. Teleporting killers don't seem to care that much. It's everyone else.
If you have a terror radius and you don't have a lot of mobility, you're kind of cooked.
Yeah, and I mean, and this is the sad state of DBD though. That's kind of the case all the time though.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think there's some killers like Myers, for example, who, I mean, he's kind of a stealth killer, but he's not really just man with knife anymore. Like, I feel like when Michael gets into a chase on this map, he could probably do pretty well. Oh, another thing. I'll mention it because it's the character I play. Freddy, horrible on this map. The collision is
Really?
terrible. The collision is so
Okay, fair
bad. Your
enough.
snares get caught on everything. So he kind of
Kusu is actually
struggles.
Kusu actually does pretty okay.
Does she? I figured she would struggle because of all the pallets, and her vault's not very good anymore.
No, and because you can. I mean, you're supposed to slug with Kusu now.
Yeah.
And this map is actually really good for slugging because of how. Because if you see an aura, you actually don't know how to get to it, which I think is another problem this map has.
So claustrophobic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember I dropped somebody. I was carrying them to basement. I didn't realize the basement entrance was on the other side of the main building because the hooks were directly under me.
Oh my god, you reminded me. Hook spawns are terrible on this map. I've had multiple situations where I've just had to drop somebody because I don't have a hook.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad. I just keep getting reminded of more and more things that I don't like about this map.
But like, is it salvageable? I think is the real question we have to ask, right?
I think it will always be a less than ideal map, but you can fix some things about it.
I think the biggest thing they could do, and I don't know how long it would take, they need to add more connectivity to the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to, and I don't mean windows. I mean like doorways.
Yeah.
They do that, and like if you like the main the main building, the stage.
Yeah.
If they added like 2 more doors into it, I think it would be fine.
Yeah.
Because while the survivors can still pre-run, they don't know which door you're coming in.
Unless their heartbeat reading you, though, is the issue. So you'd have to actually be in chase, but I do think either way that would be an improvement.
And then, like, again, a lot of the buildings, they could just connect them with the doorway, and I think they'd be fine. Just do the entity thing that they did to like
Freddy Fazbear's?
Yeah, Freddy Fazbear's, yeah. Just do like the entity thing you did to that. Like, it doesn't have to quote unquote make sense. It's just
it's an original map.
Yeah.
They can do what they want.
Also, this is the most petty thing to get mad about on this map. Can the door chime when you go into the convenience store not happen after the first time?
Like it only does
Because
it once?
No. So when you go into the convenience store, the front door,
Yeah.
the bell chimes because you're walking into a convenience store.
Right.
But it does it every time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't, because if someone's listening, they will hear you go through the door.
Yeah.
Even if you have no terror radius.
Yeah. Fucking Ghostface nerf.
It's such a small thing, and like if they never get rid of it, I really won't care. It's just like it was bothering the crap out of me.
Yeah, I could totally get that.
Getting rid of some of the god palettes would be a start too. I don't think all of it. Obviously, I don't mind like a god palette here and there, but there's like 5 on this map.
I think every map should have 2 god palettes. You should have one in the main building, one at the shack. Or like a main building equivalent. You know, I just... This map is not the best, quite frankly.
Also, the wall beside the market.
Oh, with
Can
like...
you
Huh?
There's like a god palette next to it.
Next to the market?
There's like a really... Yeah, there's on the... If you're looking at the mall, on the left, opposite of Shack.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can we get rid of that? Can we like shave that down a little bit?
Why do they feel like they... Okay.
They keep doing this.
Yeah, there are multiple pallets you just have to kick. So.
Like, I don't, again, like, the aesthetic art team nails it out of the park.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, yeah. And honestly, like, even I would argue that most of the maps, even though they're not balanced the best, aren't that terrible to play.
No.
Like, you and I both agree that there are... I would wager that most maps should be decent for survivors. I just think there are more in the game right now that go past being decent and become a bit silly.
Here's a question, and I don't mean this in like a derogatory sense. What is a killer-sided map right now?
Oof. I mean, we had Haddonfield. That one was pretty silly for a while. I would argue that Borgo used to be one until they added 50 pallets to it. Temple of Purgation's okay.
Is it? I thought a lot of people think of Survivor Side because it's so big.
I don't mind Temple of Purgation. I mean,
Yeah, fair enough.
I like pretty much all the Mac maps except Suffo Pit. That one's pretty silly.
But are they killer sided though?
No, I don't think there's any maps that I would load into a Survivor and be like, oh, cool. I mean, the map that's not a map that is a map that is a map that's not a map is pretty good for killer, I think.
Well, even that one, it's got so many double pallets. A lot of killers struggle on it.
To be fair, I don't really care about double pallets because of the character I play, so that's fair.
Fair
But,
enough.
man, now I'm thinking, is there...
Midwich is usually the one people say.
I don't think so anymore. Actually, right now, it's probably the best killer map in the game because it's so bugged that like half the pallets just don't spawn. I had a game on stream a couple days ago where the bathroom pallet didn't spawn. They just didn't have. They just didn't have a pallet.
They put him on Hawkins. That's what they did.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen the double pallet on Hawkins?
No, where is it?
You know the God pallet right under the stairs?
The stairs? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, both of them will spawn sometimes.
Wow.
It's really fucking funny.
You know, on the PTB when they changed Hawkins, that was literally the only dream pallet spawn that Freddy had.
What the? Why?
I don't
How
know.
does it?
I don't know. He had one
I try to
dream
get
pallet
this
spawn on Hawkins.
I try to get this company the benefit of the doubt. How does it even happen?
I don't know. I mean, it was fixed by the time we went to live servers, so maybe they saw me complaining about it, but...
Yeah, fair enough. It also could have just been like, because I'm pretty sure the PTB has its own code.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure... it's like, I've talked before about Jim Beam. I'm like convinced the reason Jim Beam got through is because the developers don't have a loading screen when they're testing stuff.
I think if... do I want to say this? I've seen evidence to agree with that, I will say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just don't have a loading screen, so it just got through. That's all. Again, a lot of the stuff that happens like that is just like, it's just oversights. It happens.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But maybe we're just too nice, though.
Well, also on top of that, and this is completely off topic about Jim Beam, but
Jim Beam.
It literally affected nothing. I don't know why everyone was in such a up. I know a bunch of other stuff was happening at the time.
That's why. That's why they were so upset. If that just happened one day, I think everybody would think it was funny. But there was so much going on that went wrong with that patch.
Fair enough.
I think pretty... It is the only patch that is comparable to the Twins release. That was a bad patch.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just... God.
I'm a Jim Beam fan. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I thought it was funny.
Jim Beam, my bad.
And I don't mind. I know again, this is really off topic, but like I don't mind that the developers like made a badge for it.
Yeah,
I thought that was cute.
I did too. Okay. We're off topic. Anything else to say about this really, really good map that we really, 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 really like?
I hope. Oh yeah. Something else I do want to. The fact that I like the map showcase queue.
Yeah.
But I also hate it.
Why is that?
So, what was the problem with map offerings?
They would send you to a guaranteed map.
But that meant they could build around it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have you noticed that a lot of people are bringing stuff that hides your scratch marks on this map?
I just assume it's self-preservation every time.
Fair enough. We'll get to that here in a second. But
yeah.
I saw Lucky Break. I saw Lucky Break overcome a bunch, and I saw what is the other one that removes your scratch? Oh, Dance with Me. I think I saw Dance with Me more in the past. I think I saw that perk more in the past 2 days than I have in the past year.
Yeah, I've been seeing Boil Over a lot, but I usually just see that anyways.
I've been playing Pyramid Head.
You don't care about that. What is that?
I don't even know what that perk. Yeah. But not like again. I would like to see what they end up doing with the map, and I hope that them having the map showcase gives them the data they need to adjust things.
Yeah.
Because if they drop a map and it's not in rotation or we don't get it a lot, they're not getting that much data.
It's so strange, because now that we know they're keeping it, why did Fallen Refuge not get it? Because it was the FNAF one, and then they did Ormond Resort and Lake Mine for the holiday event, and now they have Trickster's Delusion. So they just didn't do one for, our favorite map.
I'm convinced, I know we joke, I'm convinced it's because no one knew if it was a map or not.
Say the line. Say the line.
it's a map that's not a map that is a map with a tile that's also only spawns if you're playing as Rick Grimes and Michonne, but also doesn't for some reason, even though it's just.
I hope nobody who's watching saw that Stakeout episode and they don't know what we're talking about.
Like, it's so. Again, I think that's really what it comes down to. I do think even the people working on the UI and like who have to set up that system were not sure or told it was a map.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's evidence to that. They said it wasn't a map,
Yeah.
and then they said it was a map, and then they said it wasn't a map.
And then they said it was just a tile that only spawned with Rick and Michonne in the game.
And
then that didn't happen.
It's so weird.
And it's also in the Greenville realm. I think people forget that.
It's the best update ever. I don't know how you can beat the Walking Dead patch. All right. I've got enough of the Trickster's delusion. Where do you think it ranks in the maps? Bottom 3?
It might be a recency bias, but I genuinely hate this map more than any other map.
It's not a good map, and that's a lot. To make the fake Bennett hate something in DVD, that is impressive.
I like Nostromo, for God's sake.
You think they sit around a white boy, like, how can we piss off the fake Bennett?
Buff still sight.
Yeah. Alright, you ready to move on?
Yeah, we can go.
Alright, let's talk about the new perks, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about him, too, if you want.
Yeah, Mr. Young, the AI bro. That's all cool. I know about him.
I like him.
I know about him.
He's handsome. I like him.
I think he's good. I'd be interested. I'm going to be interested in what skins they decide to give him because I feel like him and Yoonjin are going to have a lot of overlap just because of the nature of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting. Also, behavior. If you really want to sell a skin for him, give him a cosplay of Trickster.
Ooh, oh my, can you imagine that? Guys, it's Trickster. It's just him.
And give Yoonjin a cosplay of Mina.
Yeah, that'd be smart. That would. I really do genuinely like, and maybe this is just because I like the people who work on the game, but I really do, and I think I talked to you about this briefly before we started. I really do respect the decision to release Mina with this update. I think that was really smart to make money in a patch that wasn't going to make money.
Yeah, and I mean, it's something people have told Behavior this before, right? It's like, take a break from making content and just make skins to keep the game afloat.
Yeah.
And not the same argument because they made content, but like, there's nothing here that's going to sell, especially to people who are already playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Even the new Survivor, he's free, technically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you can get it for free. This is something I would love to talk about in another episode of Stakeout sometime soon. Last year's health initiative. I would love to go into that with you sometime.
Yeah, we can. I've had many arguments about it already.
Yeah. But my thing is, like, they should have filled the game with, like, hey guys, Chaos Shuffle's back. Hey guys, it's lights out. Hey guys, double blood points. That should have been a bi-weekly occurrence to keep people playing and keep people interested while they worked on the game. And it feels like they kind of wasted and squandered a lot of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think it was very smart to release Mina with this, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. I know, again, we talked about it beforehand, but I know some people are saying it was, what's the kind way to say this?
You just call it Gooner bait, that's fine.
Yeah, a lot of people said it was just Gooner bait to get a bunch of money, and again, like I said, I mean, maybe, probably, who cares, though? Like, it's not hurting anybody.
No, it's not. Like, I don't necessarily, like, it's not my thing, you know? I usually kind of roll my eyes at it, but at the very least, it's a skin that looks really cool. It's high effort Gooner bait, if it is Gooner bait.
Well, that's the thing, because I saw people saying it was like a low effort skin.
No.
But they added new voice lines.
She looks really good, and she sounds cool.
She looks really good. She has a unique Mori. She has like an entire interaction with the new map.
Yep.
Which is like, they didn't have to do that. Like, I don't know. I think they did a really good job on the skin, and I think anyone criticizing it as like low effort is just incorrect.
I think calling it Gooner bait is a fair criticism, not one I agree with necessarily, but calling it low effort is not fair. I don't agree with that. It is very high effort. Very clearly high effort too. But
to move on from Mina,
we just got so off topic.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. the 3 new perks. I guess we can talk about them first, and then some of the perks.
Do you have them pulled up? Because I do not.
I do.
Okay, good.
We have Flow State. Whenever a generator is completed, earn a token up to 5. For each token, you bless and cleanse totems. You heal and you unhook 10% faster for each token.
This is a perk that Zet Zen, friend of the Stakeout podcast, really likes.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it occasionally. I'm not. I don't think it's that good. It's all right.
I mean, 50% faster healing, but only when all the gens are done. This is literally fire up for Survivor, pretty much.
You want to hear the sad thing about this? 50% when all the gens are done versus 50% immediately with no downsides with Botany.
I thought Botany was 35.
Nope, Botany is 50% with no downsides.
Oh, I should be more mad about that perk than I am.
They buffed it in the FNAF patch, and everybody was saying, why are we buffing this? They also removed the medkit punishment, so you can use it with a medkit too.
I thought that's all they did in the FNAF patch was remove the medkit punishment.
I need to make sure, because now I'm not positive. Do you want to cover for me for a second?
Yeah, I mean, like, the flow, like, it's okay. I like the idea of token perks like this, because it means as the game goes on, you get, like, a little bit stronger at doing other things. Plus, the cleansing and blessing thing...
Yeah, okay, it is 50%. Sorry.
Yeah, the cleansing and blessing thing doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but, like, this is a really niche counter, but it counters Noed more than, like, Noed already gets countered by itself.
Yeah. Again, though, unfortunate, just counterforce, you know what I mean? Like, that's the big issue with this perk. There is a perk that does what it does at its best, earlier and better.
But... this does 3 different... it's the same argument for Fire Up, right? This does 3 different things.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it'll find a nice little niche spot. I just don't think you'll see it that often. I don't know if I'd want it buffed, though, because 50%, like you said, is genuinely quite fast.
Yeah, and in-game, like when the killer is supposed to be at their strongest.
I could see this being pretty good in a comp situation, where games take a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. This is one of those perks I feel like we're not going to see much for a while. And it's going to somehow become meta in, like, 6 months.
I think if they buffed it to, like, 15% per, it'd be pretty good. Like, really good, actually.
Because, I mean, 30%. Yeah. 30% if 3 gens done.
Yeah, that'd be good, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, though, is a place for us. This is the one that I was scared of the most. And I still barely see it. While healing another survivor, you both gain elusive. Whenever you finish healing the obsession, you gain elusive. They gain elusive for 30 seconds.
I hate
when
this
the trial
perk.
starts, you are less likely to be the obsession.
Yeah, I hate this perk. I hate that they're putting elusive on perks, and we'll talk about that again soon. I hate this perk.
Well, remember, so this is something you'll notice, and when I say it, you're going to start noticing in other games when it happens. They added a new effect, and now they're just trying to add it to other things to see where it can go. They did this with Incapacitated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And then, because Twins came out and added Incapacitated with Victor, and then Nemesis came out, and they gave it to Eruption. And they also did it when they changed Huntress's add-ons. Yeah.
Pinhead, I think, technically has it.
Pinhead has it when you're chained, and Xenomorph gives it when you pick up a turret.
So they are, yeah, you're so right, because the original idea with it didn't work out, so now they're just throwing it on things. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Elusive is an incredibly strong effect. It shouldn't just be thrown on perks like that.
I don't, because a lot of people have said, like, it power creeps Bite the Bullet.
I mean, Bite the Bullet already wasn't that good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Bite the Bullet doesn't stop, or Elusive doesn't stop Grunts of Pain, does it?
No, it does. It stops Grunts of Pain, blood, and scratch marks. You cannot be tracked. And it also hides auras, I think. You can't be tracked.
Yeah, it literally... Killer Instinct.
I think it blocks Killer Instinct, too.
Does it?
I think so. I'm not positive about that one, though.
That's insane. I'm going to double check that.
Yeah,
but that's insane.
I'll cover. I think a big issue with Elusive just being thrown on perks is it was designed to be something incredibly strong to help you in what should be an extremely difficult situation, and now it's being thrown on perks. I don't think this is the most offensive use of it. We'll talk about that soon. But I think this is too strong. It
does not stop Killer Instinct.
Okay, it does block Aura, though, right?
It suppresses Grunts of Pain when injured, suppresses scratch marks, pools of blood, and blocks auras.
Yeah, okay, so it does, so all Legion's safe. Whew. yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
not a
know
fan
it
of
got
this.
removed. It gets removed when you get hit with a special attack. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it does if you get hit at all, because self-preservation goes away if you get hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that part. Um, yeah, like I can see like because I know we're gonna get to the one that like is the egregious example of it,
Hmm.
and even then, see this is the problem, and will always be the problem, especially with pubs in Dead by Daylight. I hate using that
I
word in
know.
this game,
I feel like a scumbag when I do it too.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the problem with elusive isn't elusive; it's the fact that four survivors could have it.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
I watched your video today because then we run into the distortion problem again.
Hmm.
And everyone loves stealth gameplay, right? On
Yeah.
both sides,
Well, that's
everyone
that's the
loves it.
thing, right? Like, and I should clarify when I said this perk's too strong. It's not too strong in a meta sense because you'll never see it. But when you run a build that is built around, like, it procs elusive with the obsession, right? Blood Pact,
Mhm.
the teamwork perks, things like that. You will have a genuinely very strong effect that is miserable to play against.
Right.
I don't like this perk. I don't like the design of this perk. I think they're using elusive incorrectly. It should have just become a base kit thing. I don't think anybody would have really complained if elusive became base kit with 15 seconds.
Yeah, when you get unhooked, I
Yeah,
think I would have liked it because again, Killer Instinct still goes off.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't think that this was a good decision with elusive, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that when we get to the other
Yeah.
perk. But five moves ahead. This is the one they had to clarify, by the way, because I didn't even realize they clarified it until someone told me. Um, While you are in the killer's terror radius or being chased by the killer, you see the auras of the five closest pallets and windows. You drop pallets 50% faster. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. Uh, you start moving
Yeah,
50%
I
faster.
noticed that. It feels very good, genuinely.
Whenever you drop a pallet, it goes in cooldown for 20 seconds. A lot of people said this was going to overtake windows of opportunity, and no.
I don't think I agree. No.
Fuck no. This
You know
is
what this
not going to
perk's
overtake.
really good at? Pre-dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Um, sucks for Huntress players. Sucks for Xenomorph players. Pyramid Head players probably aren't gonna like this. Springtrap players, because you can react to the projectile now. You just
Yep.
pretty rough. I don't like this
The
perk
thing,
either. It's relatively okay though. I think. Sorry.
I think this one's fine because like it counters, like not counters, but like it's good against some killers and other killers aren't going to care.
That's what
And
bothers
not
me
just
about it. I think it counters the wrong killers.
I,
Who can
I
hit
don't
over pallets that are oppressively strong? Dracula? And even then Dracula's not that bad.
well yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't mind perks like that because it's not going to be seen all the time.
I think it
And
will
I
be pretty
get
popular.
I don't know. I think because it would be redundant to run this with Windows. I feel like it's just dumb.
Well, that's why you use it as a trade-off for Windows. I agree with you. I think Windows will still be more popular for sure because a lot of people don't want to. This can sound so rude. A lot of people don't want to have to put the thinking into where to run. But
Mhm.
I think people who are better at the game will use this perk over Windows.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, like I don't have a problem with it in concept because I've never had a problem with perks that like for the most part. There's some egregious example like Vigil, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't I don't have a problem with perks that counter certain killers
Hmm.
by happenstance. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like Kind Spirit's a good example. I don't have a problem that technically counters Doctor.
A clown too, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
I guess you're right. I think that's fair. And you know what? I'll agree with you because you play those killers way more than I do. Like you are doing the pyramid head thing literally right now. So if you
Yeah,
as a pyramid head player don't mind it as much, I will default to your take on it.
I mean, again, I don't. I understand the argument against it, but at the same time, like I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Plus, and I know some would say this isn't enough, but it does have a cooldown that can be adjusted if need be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's the thing. They put a knob on it that can be adjusted.
Right. Which is good.
Um, so like I could see it being a problem maybe in like certain builds, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be as much of a prevalent problem as some other things. Plus, you're barely going to notice it anyways if it does even work.
Right. Yeah, I think I
Like
agree. I think you got me.
yeah, this isn't like sprint burst, right? Like you notice sprint burst. You're not really going to notice this.
Yeah. True.
I will say it also does mean subtle cheaters have an excuse now.
Yeah, well, you know.
Um
Anything else about his perks, or are you ready to talk about the other changes?
we can talk about the other changes. I think we
You want to start with
did all
Survivor or Killer?
was it just Pop on Killer?
Yeah, let's start with Pop.
Yeah, Pop got buffed.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's good.
I think it's actually quite good now. Still not as good as I'd like it to be. I guess I'm just old school. I think 25% total progress Pop was a completely fine perk. It rewarded you substantially for hooking people. But you know, I'll take the 20% because it's 15 plus the 5% dry kick bonus.
Yeah, and it's total progress, not current, which is the big change.
I did the math on it. It's 18 charges per kick every time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, but me and somebody were testing it last night to make sure because the charges are weird because it's not the percentage like you said, it's the charges. But yeah, it's accurate. It is 18 charges, 20%.
It's good. It's good. It is a good perk. I think this is unfortunately gonna turn back the clock out of a lot of meta builds because Pop is just better now. I like turn back the clock as a design more, but I do think that if you are trying to win, you're gonna see Pop back in the rotation.
Well, I think that's I've said before my general philosophy with like buffing and nerfing, especially perks, is buff and nerf them into conversation. And I think they did that with Pop. I think turn back the clock made them have to look at Pop and see what needs.
100%.
Because now it's not Pop is better versus Clock is better. It depends on your playstyle, the killer you're playing, and what other perk. Because if you're bringing a bunch of kicking perks, yeah, bring Pop.
I mean, you know who uses it really well? Freddy.
Springtrap. Oh, and
it's a good day for Freddy.
Springtrap loves it too.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're a killer that like can't walk over to the gen and kick them every time, or isn't going to, like Chucky, for example, turn back the clock is better.
Yeah, that's a good point for sure.
If you're also a killer that can actively do something while turn back the clock is working, then turn back the clock is better. So yeah, so like I think they accomplished what they needed to with Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yeah, the only thing I'm concerned with is that Pop is now almost twice as much regression as turn back the clock. And I'm not sure that not having to kick the gen is enough to justify the lower number.
I think it has to be, because if not, one is always just going to be bit. Like I think clock being used at range makes it better.
Yeah, I think I definitely think Pop should have a higher number than turn back the clock. I just think maybe we should try looking at turn back the clock with a higher number on a PTB at some point.
Well, you also have to think with Pop, because it's technically only 5% more than turn back the clock.
Yes.
The extra 5 comes from the base kick.
Is turn back the clock 10% total though?
Yeah, it's 10% total.
Well, then Pop would be 10% more because it's 20% with everything.
Yeah.
So,
but again, that's also counting the base kick.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's part of the, like, do we lower Pop to 10 just like turn back the clock, but it gets the benefit of the 5%? And is that what?
No. I think you should keep Pop at 20, and you can try turn back the clock at 15 on a PTB. And if that's too much, don't do it. And because I genuinely don't know if it would be too much.
Well, also turn back the clock doesn't. This situation will never happen with Blast Mine, but it doesn't remove Blast Mine or Wiretap as well.
Oh, I did not know that. That's actually, maybe Wiretap's kind of nice to bring right now.
So Blast Mine's an interesting one. So if you use turn back the clock on it, it will not remove Blast Mine. However, the only situation you would notice this in is if you use turn back the clock on a gen, a survivor walks up to the gen as you're walking away, starts doing it, and you walk back and kick it.
Scripted DVD match.
That would be the only time you would ever notice that. Wiretap, though, No, like
Yeah.
if you use it, it will still be on the gen.
Yeah, Wiretap actually might be a sleeper pick right now. To be fair, it was already pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do just want to specify though before someone thinks I'm insane. I don't think it's a bad idea to test it on a PTB. I'm not saying that should go to live immediately. I just think we should experiment with the numbers some. And you could lower the cooldown too if you wanted. Like give it like a 45-second timer, a 30-second timer, something like that to justify the higher kick speed.
It should also be noted that Pop Goes the Weasel tends to be better on killers that can get around the map.
Yeah.
So, and that tends to be the high tiers. Tends to be, not always, but tends to be the higher tiers. So I think that also kind of justifies it a little bit.
Yeah, of course. I've always thought that more stuff should be tested on PTBs, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anything else about Pop?
No,
I mean, it's just good. It's just a good change.
Before we get to the rework, though, I do want to talk about the 2 other perks that were changed that no one has talked. Yeah. Technically 3. Genetic limits and terminus were updated to activate simultaneously when the effects happen now.
So what does that do?
So genetic limits means that it exhausts the survivor the moment you hit them.
So overcome doesn't counter it anymore?
Overcome doesn't counter it anymore.
Okay, that's good. That's a good change.
For terminus, so normally terminus counters adrenaline, but it used to be ping based.
Oh, so this is more a bug fix, yeah.
Technically speaking, but it means that that was the reason a lot of people didn't bring terminus, at least from what they told me, is because if your ping, I don't remember which ping it was, but if you were the survivor had bad ping, it was possible for adrenaline to supersede terminus.
Right.
It doesn't do that anymore. Which isn't a massive thing, but it's a nice quality of life.
It's good quality of life. I don't think that is going to improve the pick rate of either of those perks, to be honest. You might see genetic limits a little bit more. You won't see terminus ever, I don't think.
I mean, genetic limits has the problem of sprint burst and dramaturgy existing.
Languid touch is just better. I mean, it's called Mindbreaker now. Mindbreaker's just better. I don't know. It's nice. It's nice quality of life. You shouldn't be afraid to buff perks, though, in all honesty.
Force hesitation also got to change. It's mostly the plot twist. Plot twist isn't activated anymore, which is really funny.
I hate force hesitation. I think it's such a badly designed perk. It's just good for tunneling. I wish they would change it.
Camping. It's so good on Pyramid Head, by the way.
I really wish that. I had a match in Chaos Shuffle where I clown bottled someone as they were force hesitationed. It was fucking nuts. Fucking nuts.
I mean, I think the range could. I don't know. Would I feel like if they lowered the range, it would make it better at tunneling.
Raise the range, lower the cooldown, make it to where it can't work on survivors who have endurance.
I could see that.
That would immediately make it into not a tunneling perk, but just overall a better perk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny to think it was designed to be a slugging perk when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, they would still be good at slugging then. It just wouldn't be good at tunneling.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to move on to the funny ones?
Crowd control got reworked.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've talked about this a few times. So for those that don't know what happens to crowd control, I wouldn't blame you because you never see this fucking perk. So the first time a survivor medium or fast falls a window, adult HUD ignites. That's the thing I want to talk about the most. Okay. That is massive.
Yeah.
Because they did this with Hex Hive Mind, because it doesn't activate until you hook somebody.
Right.
Is it Darkness Revealed?
Face the Darkness.
Face the Darkness, yeah, from Night. 2 can play Nothing But Misery. I have a feeling that they're going to start rolling this out with other hexes.
They should go back and add to old hexes.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think they should. And I mean, they just did it to crowd control, so I think they're going to.
What hexes should be active from the beginning of the game? Thrill of the Hunt, for sure, because that one's too strong right now.
The only ones that I can think of, that there's only one hex that this doesn't work with. Technically 2, but 1. Haunted Grounds is the only one, and my solution to it is just put it on a timer before it ignites.
Yeah, because then they would be like, oh, this totem's active immediately, it's Haunted Grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other ones, like Devour Hope, not lighting until you get 1 token. I would put it to 2.
Well, no, because Devour Hope's really strong.
Yeah. I think 1, though, is fine. It just means they can't cleanse it immediately. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for Ruin, it's as soon as someone gets off a gen for the first time, so they know they're cursed.
Yeah.
Lullaby, maybe you should let them get a few stacks before it activates, because that perk's not very good.
I mean, I think for consistency's sake, I would still just make it 1 stack.
Yeah, maybe. Lullaby's kind of
Um,
cool, though. I wish it was better.
Yeah, I call it the 3 a.m. streamer perk because that's who it works on. Uh, but no, this crowd control change. Just I have high hopes for hexes this year. I really do.
Hexes are already really good. The issue is that you kind of have to have what's it called? Thrill the Hunt, not third seal. Thrill the Hunt for them to be extremely good. I wish Thrill the Hunt would get some nerfs and Undying, maybe not Undying, but Dominance gets a buff. That'd be cool.
I don't know. I think Dominance is fine where it is. It's just Thrill the Hunt does its job.
Yeah, it's just outperformed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thrill the Hunt's a silly perk.
Yeah, it still works with Penty too, by the way.
Yeah, well, Penty's also a silly perk to this day.
I still love Penty. I hate that people just dropped it once it got changed. It's still really good.
They did that. Distortion. They did that with Distortion.
Just only light one totem at a time, and it's fine.
I mean, that was already the best way to use Penty. Sorry.
People are like, no. If you light multiple, they'll just do them all. Yeah, then they're wasting time. Who cares? That's the whole point.
Oh, another one we forgot. Plaything. That one doesn't light up until someone gets hooked.
Yeah, until someone gets. No, they started doing this with a lot of perks. I think Plaything or Penty was the first one, but no, they started doing this with a lot.
Plaything was before Penty. Pinhead was before Artist. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, but I think it's a good direction for hexes to go.
I agree. I think though, if you're gonna buff hexes overall, you have to do something about Thrill the Hunt.
I don't think you need to.
Really?
And the reason why is because Counterforce exists, Flow State exists. Like, I think, and I said this when Thrill got that major buff it did, and then got nerfed again. The fact that these perks exist is supposed to be how the perks are kept in check.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like Wolverine in Marvel Rivals. He's a tank buster.
Mm-hmm.
His entire design is to make it so triple tank isn't a thing.
So you think the issue is that people just aren't countering the hexes?
Yes, because it's the same thing. It's the same argument with slugging, right? Because if I say when people were saying slugging was really good, by the way, it's really good right now still.
Yes, sure is.
But the argument is, well, it's only good because people don't see it coming, so they're not bringing perks for it. It's like, okay, so they start bringing perks for slugging, now you stop slugging.
Right. And they're just wasting perk slots.
The meta defines itself that way in a cyclical way.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems, the more I bring this up, though, it seems like people don't like that idea.
I think the meta should always be changing. I think I've never played a game that one thing has remained meta for this long.
Yeah.
I don't think a meta should last more than 6 months, to be honest, to keep things fresh.
Well, but the thing is with my idea with it, though, it's like, I'm thinking just, it would develop on its, it would change on its own.
The meta would? Oh, without having, balance changes.
Yeah, and not even necessarily the meta, but it's like, okay, you could bring a hex build, but they could bring a totem build.
Right.
And that's the risk you're taking with the hex build, and that's the risk they're taking with the totem build, because if you don't bring them,
and their build's
if they don't bring the hexes, then your build's kind of useless.
Right.
And I think that's the problem people have with it, is that it potentially means your build might not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, personally, that's how builds should be, but...
Yeah, we got off topic. Crowd control. I still think Bamboozle outperforms it, in all honesty.
I think it does. I think some killers really do like crowd control more than people realize.
I think the vault aspect, like how you vault faster, is actually kind of interesting. The 15%, I think it is.
Yeah, it's 15% if they're blocked. I think it's really good comboed with Bamboozle too.
Yeah, do a full vault build with like Dark Arrogance, Superior Anatomy, bam, crowd control.
On Myers,
fly
tier
through
3.
The window. No, Xeno with Bam Bolt, dude. Just fly through the window. Shadow Dance Wraith. Sorry.
The Survivor perks. Okay.
Oh, now I'm sad.
I forgot Unbreakable got changed, by the way.
Yeah, it's a pretty small nerf, but it's a nerf.
Yeah. Unbreakable got changed. It's basically nothing. Better Together got changed.
Did it?
Plot Twist doesn't activate it anymore.
Oh, they kind of nerfed Better Together then. That's all right. It doesn't matter.
Let's talk
about self-preservation first.
Self-preservation. When another survivor is hooked, you gain elusive for 30 seconds. The icon has been updated to reflect this change. I actually didn't even notice.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until KMD told me.
Yeah. What did they change it to?
It's a guy getting hooked.
Oh, okay.
with
I feel
Yun
like I
Jen
wasn't
hiding,
in, but all right.
and that's it.
um, I know I've been playing Pyramid Head, so I cannot speak on this perk.
You want me to take it?
Yes, you
This
can
is
say
horrible.
whatever you want because I have
This is horrible. Like, this is horrible. It's one of the worst perks they've made in a long time. Fundamentally misses the mark. Elusive, designed to be an anti-tunnel mechanic, is now put on a perk that is not built for anti-tunnel. It's literally built to not be hooked. It activates every time someone is hooked. That completely counters Barbecue and Chili, Friends to the End, and Grim Embrace to a lesser extent. I said that in my video. Those 3 perks are all extremely healthy. They encourage you to get away from the hook. Now the killer's just not going to leave the hook because they're going to think everybody's close.
Mm-hmm.
Really badly made. I hate this. This needs to be changed very quickly. I don't see it that often, and I'm kind of amazed because it is fucking broken. Like, I don't like this perk. It's badly made.
So I heard your suggestion on changing it so it's only on Death Hook.
Yeah.
What if they just made it so it's like reverse Barbecue and Chili?
What do you mean?
So you have to be in like a certain range of the survivor that's hooked.
Isn't that what Soul Survivor does?
Yes, but Soul Survivor only works when someone dies. This would work on hook.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be okay with that too. That'd be fine. That'd be fine.
Like you have to be within 20 meters of the hooker. Maybe that's too cute. No, I think 20 meters would be fine.
Yeah, I don't mind that idea. I just, this perk is bad. I do not like this design.
It wouldn't counter Barbecue if it was 20 meters, and it would still counter a couple of the other aura perks, but again, you have to be really close to the hook for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you're already kind of in a risky position, depending, obviously. And it doesn't stop scream. Does Elusive stop screams? No, it does not.
No, you still scream. They won't see your aura, though, if they have Phantom Fear.
That's true.
Yeah. It's bad.
But
it's a badly made
like,
perk.
like I think, yeah, I can see the problems it has, but I can see them adding clauses to it to make it not as bad.
I'm glad they did something, because before this, Self-Preservation and Fast Track were complete nothing burger perks.
Mm-hmm.
They did need to do something. I just think, like, Elusive is being mismanaged so bad right now.
What if it was just scratch marks and not Elusive? What if it's just scratch marks and pools of blood?
I would rather it keep... I think it should just get rid of scratch marks. If you're going to do that. Because scratch marks is the most prevalent one to track. I think getting rid of that is okay. But a killer should be rewarded if, like, oh, hey, that's a pool of blood right there. I should follow that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I would be okay with that, I think. But I think hiding the auras is the most egregious one, because that counters healthy perks, and I think that's bad. You shouldn't be encouraging killers to not get away from the hook.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I've spoken about self-preservation too much today. Move on to the next one if you want.
Yeah, the talk of the town that I didn't even know was talk of the town until 2 days after the patch. Fast Track.
You wanna do the honors here?
When another survivor is hooked, you earn 3 tokens, up to 9. While repairing, whenever you hit a great skill check, spend all tokens. For each token spent, the generator gains 2 permanent charges.
Every one hook is over half of a brand new part.
Yes.
And
so
something I've noticed is that if you get to 9 stacks, I don't know if this is a bug or intentional, if you get to 9 stacks and use all of them, you can't gain any more stacks for the rest of the match, so you have to use them before you get to 9.
I feel like it's just a bug.
I think that's a bug because that's weird.
Yeah. Also, like I said, I've been playing Pyramid Head a lot. I have seen this perk a bunch, but survivors don't like Pyramid Head with this perk.
Dude, if you would have told me 6 months ago that this perk would be, like, arguably breaking the game, I would have called you fucking crazy.
Well, because it does, it's funny, too. This actually does power creep a perk.
Specialist?
Yeah.
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 Okay,
yeah,
can I just ask you really quick, just yes or no question. Is this perk overpowered?
In concept, no.
But in execution?
I don't think it's in execution, I think it is.
Yeah.
The idea of rewarding survivors while they're losing from a perk, I actually don't think is a bad idea.
We both are in favor of survivors having some form of comeback mechanic, and in a way, this is that.
I think the solution to this is really just adjusting numbers.
Yeah, I think that would
Either
help. Yeah.
either making it one permanent charge instead of two, making it so you only get two tokens instead of three, maybe, or maybe you only get one token per hook.
Mm. If you did one token per hook, you should probably up the amount of progress it gives, like
So
5% maybe. That might be
yeah,
a bit much.
we'll make it one token per hook and make the tokens three charges.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's good.
I think I think that fixes the problem because then it wouldn't be blatantly really good, but it also I don't think it would be terrible. It would also because the argument against running fast track before was that much like Soul Survivor, you're counting on your teammates to pretty much die.
Yeah.
Uh, the biggest issue this perk has is that it encourages tunneling.
Yep.
But I disagree with that.
Really?
Not I don't disagree with that it encourages tunneling. I disagree with this is the reason why killers are tunneling.
Why do you think killers are tunneling so much?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of
Just
reasons,
in general?
but
Like the same
yeah,
reason they have been? Yeah.
yeah, always. I mean, this. I don't want to get too off topic with it, but like, tunneling is a whole separate issue,
Yeah.
right? And I don't think this is helping the situation, but I don't think it hurt it as much as people think it did.
I mean, it definitely encourages you to tunnel more. Like, I'll just say straight up, like, I am tunneling people more than I was before.
But the thing is, if you're tunneling people, then hyperfocus stakeout on the person you're not tunneling. And if you tunnel someone, the other people still get 9 tokens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like even if they finish that one gen, you have somebody dead, so it doesn't really matter as much.
Yeah, fair. I don't think this perk is unsalvageable with the current idea that they're going with. I do think it's just a numbers issue, which, granted, when something new like this happens, it's always going to be a numbers issue.
Mm-hmm.
They will never know what the perfect tuning is. This perk also has the problem that almost every perk in the game has, and that is the tier system kind of messes with it way too much. So my suggestion to make it one token per hook stage, they actually can't do that.
Oh yeah, because of the tiers, yeah. It'd be like 0.5 per fucking tier.
Yeah,
per hook.
they can't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless they change the tier to affect the charges.
Or they could affect the amount of progress it gives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But get rid of perk tiers, please.
Yeah, that should have happened a long time ago. 6.1.0 was the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. 6.1.0 is when it proved that they had to have them because that's why Calm Spirit got nerfed.
Oh, yeah.
Because they wanted to make it 100% across the board, so they had to give it a number to adjust, so they gave it the downside.
So silly. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of Fast Track right now. I don't think it's unsalvageable. I think right now... I think I mostly agree with you. I think the perk is way too strong right now. It's making already fast generator speeds even faster. It makes your games feel miserable on killer. And now more than ever, I felt like, well, I'm just going to play Kaneki.
I think the other problem, though, is also... We talked about it a bit with the map. I think it's also recency bias, because I would be curious if we're still going to see this perk in, like, 2 weeks.
Well, I think it'll be nerfed before then.
I don't know.
I think they'll nerf this perk fairly quickly. The blowback from the community has been pretty loud.
Fair enough. Maybe we'll see. But I would still
revisit when we do our next episode if it happens.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I get why people would want it nerfed so fast, but I kind of want to see just how bad it actually gets before we do anything.
I mean, it just depends on how long behavior is willing to hold out on it before they make a decision.
Again, I mean, yeah. Moving on. What's next? Vecna?
Yeah, we got Vecna. Do you have anything else you want to add? I'm sorry, I should have asked.
No, not really. I do think Fast Track is a problem, and I want to see what they do to it, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Henry.
We did not talk about him. We didn't do an episode for Vecna.
We didn't.
Any thoughts generally about the character?
I think everything about him is great. Yep. I think people are overblowing how unique he is, because I really don't think he's that as unique as people make him out to be. I think the only thing I want really changed about him is I just want his M2 to make a more satisfying sound when it hits.
Ooh, I like the sound it makes.
I barely. No, 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 no. Not when you enter World Ender. When you get a hit.
So like when you injure them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Yeah. It is so unsatisfying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't have aura reading, half the time you don't even know you hit somebody through a wall.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
I'm a fan of the character. I think he is a high tier character done well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say my other problem was some of his add-ons seem a little wishy-washy,
Mm-hmm.
and they literally fixed that this patch. So,
I'm not a fan of the change to pizza goggles. I'll say that. I feel like you're kind of just better Wraith if you run that. Just instant mobility for the trade-off of not being able to hit with it. But I don't think hitting with the traveling thing was ever really that important.
well, it also nerfs Rabbit Remain, or is it Rabbit Remains? Is it the one that gets exhausted?
That's the exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah, it also it inherently nerfs that if
Yeah,
you run it with
that's
it.
true.
So,
That's good.
I don't. I think it's a good option, and that's the thing. That's all I ever want from add-ons personally is I don't necessarily want them to be good or bad. I just want them to have options,
Yeah.
and I feel like Pizza Goggles does that.
It is nice to give more options for sure. Yeah.
It also like you can't run Pizza Goggles with any of the Undergate add-ons, like other than like the haste one.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I don't know. I don't have that much to say about him. I think he was a really good addition to the game. I really like his perks. I like his play style. I like playing against him too. I like the character a lot.
You know, I think the voice lines were great. The Mori in his base kit is cool. The visuals are really good too. The skins are great. Like, I would be curious if we're going to get more skins for him, considering what happened with Demogorgon. But we'll see what happens with that.
Well, to be fair, Demo got quite a bit of skins for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. It's just I think Vecna's fine. I do know some people are like really think he's overpowered, and I genuinely think he's a character that exemplifies what you can do with a character once you're good with them.
Yeah, he's very good.
You can make them look and feel overpowered when they're really. I don't think he is.
No, I don't think. I think he's very, very strong. I wouldn't call him overpowered though.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fact that
I don't really have that much.
Well, and also I love his design because they made him 110, and some people have said he's the first killer that they've made 110 that deserves to be it. I don't fully agree with that.
That is such a silly thing to say.
But I do like that they made him 110 because they knew what was going to happen if they didn't.
Yeah, that is such a silly statement. I think most of the killers right now who are 110 should be 110.
I think Hag could be buffed.
Hag could maybe be 115, yeah.
Spirit. Someone was suggesting me Spirit should be 115.
I don't know about that.
I am on the fence on that. The more I think about it, the more. Well, the thing is, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, she probably shouldn't be. But someone brought up the point that if she had her cooldown increased, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Not increased, but like lowered.
Yeah.
But the fact that it takes as long as it does, she probably could use it, like one or the other. I don't know.
I don't know if Spirit needs any buffs right now. She's like a top 6 character.
I wouldn't go that far. I think she's top 10. I don't think she's top 6.
Even then, that's still incredibly strong.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Chucky needs it because of his model, and
yeah,
I think Springtrap isn't 115 half the or 110 half the time.
Now that's the thing. Like if you were arguing semantics, you could probably convince me to make Springtrap 115, but even then, I'm not sure I agree.
I don't think it's necessary. I think he needs other number tweaks.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus, I like the idea of you throw your axe and there's like this downtime the survivors get because now you want it to be 115. I don't know. It's a weird thing because if he is because if he's 115 base, then he can just steamroll or he can just walk through pallets like he does without his axe.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes it away. That's Springtrap stuff though. No, I think Henry's a good addition to the game. I think they did a good job on him, like genuinely.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
It sucks that he's kind of pestered out now and people don't really care. But
that's because he's kind of hard to play.
Do you think that's really the reason?
I think so, yeah. I don't think people like playing difficult killers.
I mean, I don't fully disagree, but it's I don't know. It's just like for how strong he can be, it's just odd to me that like his play rate kind of fell off a cliff.
Well, like think of it like this, like about people not liking difficult killers? You know who's very strong and has a stigma of being difficult despite not really being that hard? Singularity. Nobody
That's
plays
true.
that character.
No.
And that character is batshit strong.
Artist too.
Yeah, Artist is pretty low pick rate. Like, Twins, that's a strong character nobody plays, but I think Twins is for a different reason.
I was gonna say I think it's for the Bucks.
Yeah.
That's why I don't play him.
Yeah.
Same with Houndmaster. Houndmaster's the same way.
Yeah, it's just difficult characters or buggy characters don't get played.
Yeah.
Hillbilly's really... You don't see Billy that often. Billy's hard to play.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything else about Vecna? I don't
know
that much about him.
Not really, no.
Okay.
What's next? Quality of life?
Quality of life. So this
Okay,
includes just... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to talk about fog vials, because we wanted to add that to the section. I think the change was good. I wish I saw them, but the change is good.
Yeah, this is what they should have been from the start.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, it basically it's I'm gonna probably give some people PTSD saying this. It's pocket sprint burst pretty much, like in a weird way. Well, because the way they're designed now is you use them before the chase, not during the chase. Which I think, and the funny thing is, before this change, whenever people did use fog vials well, that was how they were using them anyways.
Exactly, for sure.
So I think this is a good change. Do I think we're going to see fog vials a bunch? No, I really
definitely
don't.
Not. I think you'll see them more than you did before.
Yeah. It's just like they have the problem of their use cases don't directly do anything. Almost all of the benefit from using a fog vial is indirect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that alone is going to make it so you don't see them.
Well, I mean, also they're competing with other items like brand new part, toolboxes, med kits especially.
Yeah.
Like the gamers are gonna bring their flashlights. Like, who's really going like, oh, I need to bring a fog vial this match?
I am really hoping Behavior looks at med kits and toolboxes this year.
That'd be so sick.
I
think it's just the Commodious.
Do you really think it's just Commodious? I think it's all toolboxes in general.
I mean, like, if for Sabo, but other than that, it's just Commodious for me. I don't think the other ones really bother me.
I mean, you can put a brand new part on the Brown, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Also, fucking, I didn't even know this. I have been playing this game for half a decade. I did not know this until, like, a month ago. What do you mean brand new parts don't get rid of the toolbox?
Oh, yeah, no, that's DBD.
Why?
That's
why?
It's pretty chungus. When I was fucking around with Fast Track because I'm a vile piece of shit, I was using brand new part wires full Fast Track. Like, it's fucking gross.
Like, I was sitting because I was talking about change of plans with somebody. I was like, I don't think it's that big of a deal because the toolbox goes away if you use a brand new part. They're like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean it? What do you mean it doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
So they can use a brand new part and then just get a med kit? What do you mean?
It's pretty cool. Pretty chungus.
At the very least, it should get rid of your toolbox.
I agree.
At the very least. That should be step one in nerfing brand new parts.
Yeah, I agree. Silly.
Fog vials out of the way in item talk.
You talk about the
quality
icons?
of life changes. Yeah, do you want to talk about the prestige icons?
Yeah, they're cool, right?
Yeah, and I mean, no hate to the artist, because I'm sure they were told what to do, and they probably threw their own style onto it. Some of them are questionable.
Yeah.
Which when there's this many characters, I'm sure you're going to have some questionable ones. Some of them are unintentionally funny, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, do you have a favorite funny one?
Bill's and Nicolas Cage. Oh. I'm convinced Nicolas Cage's was in his contract. Dude. I'm convinced.
Dude, I'm a big fan of Leatherface. Leatherface and Michael and Freddy and Pinhead just getting their fucking lore icons. Oh, hers is funny.
I am not complaining, but why is she the only one that has her tongue out?
Know.
Why?
She's fucking weird, bro.
Like, it would be one thing if, like, the other survivors, some of the other ones also had it, but it's just her.
Yeah. Another one I want to not complain about, but bring up that I don't really care for, and there's nothing they can really do about it, is spirits. The blue on red is such a weird contrast.
Oh, yeah.
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 Nothing and they can really do about that.
Some people complain about spring traps.
Oh, I like his. I think it looks good.
A lot of people were like, Scott couldn't pull out a better one for this. First off, it wasn't Scott.
What is Scott supposed to do?
2, It looks fine. I think people are. It's Springtrap. People have
High
a lot of
expectations,
investment.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of investment into that character. Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
um, but most of them are fine. The Resident Evil ones are a little bad, but I have a
Oh,
theory
those
on
are
that one.
terrible, dude. Those are literally just the fucking renders.
I have a theory on that one. I cannot confirm nor deny this. I'm pretty sure that Capcom hasn't gotten back to them.
Oh, so those are just placeholders?
That's my
Yeah.
only guess, because it seems really odd that they're the only ones and it's all from the same
It's
franchise.
rough looking. They look pretty fucking rough.
Um,
Do not
but
fit.
as prestige rewards, though, I did see a lot of, or not a lot, but I did see some people complaining about these being the prestige rewards.
I think they're fitting.
This is what we I think this is what we asked
Yeah,
for. This is
I think it's
literally what
fitting.
we told them.
I think it was a good decision. And I think
Yeah.
most of them look good.
Yeah. And I like the animated badges
Yeah.
at 100. I think that's cool.
I agree.
I think for what they're supposed to be, they're fine. I think people had really high expectations for Prestige 100.
I don't know what they expected.
I don't know. I think some people were wanted you can select what your blood web is and things like that. And I was like, no,
Unlimited
don't.
add-ons. I've heard that one a lot. That one's fucking insane. Ah, yes,
What?
Yamori mask every fucking match.
I mean, I don't mind that idea in concept, because once you prestige 100 a character, it does kind of suck to put blood points back into them.
Yeah.
But I get it too. But I also hate the argument of on both sides of rarity being a balancing tool. I hate that so much, because yeah, it works for some of the player base, but there's other people like me. I'm prestige 9ing all of my killers in the background. I have as many add-ons as I will ever need for any killer.
Right. Yeah.
So changing the rarity does nothing to me.
No, they need to just balance the add-ons. There shouldn't be Yamori mask is the perfect example. That should just be a balanced add-on. The excuse shouldn't be that it's iridescent.
I mean, I've said before the tiers should just change. The Eries should be fundamentally changing of the power.
Yeah.
Purples should add effects to the power, not status effect, but like haste and things like that. That's probably the worst example. People just cringed at me saying that.
Oh no.
The green should be status effects. The yellows should be general quality of life, and then the brown should be learning add-ons.
Yeah.
That's how I think they should be, because I think the idea of it's an Eerie, so it should be overpowered is stupid.
That is a stupid argument. It's a bad argument.
Because again, I have 400 iridescent add-ons on 3 killers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'd be a rarity. Yeah, rarity doesn't work when the scarcity doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But again, I think the prestige rewards were great. I think it's a small little thing, and they didn't have to do it.
No, they didn't. Yeah, I think they were done really well. I'm a fan.
Which leads on to the next one they didn't have to do, and I'm really glad they did. Aura colors.
Yeah, this is a good change. This is a great change. There's still a couple problems with it, but it's a good change. It's a good starting I messed
point.
mine up. And I think this is something either I messed up and I need to look in my settings again, or they messed up. Palette auras, I believe, count fake palettes as the same color as palettes you can place down. So now you don't know if it's a palette you've already put or not.
The fake one should be killer or if you go to your killer aura, your killer aura also affects killer objects.
Okay, so I guess I messed up then.
Yeah, on both sides. Good. For those listening, so if you're playing against Pyramid Head, for example, I wonder why I picked him. If your aura is set to red, the cages will be red.
Okay.
If your killer aura is green, the
So I need to go through my settings again, dude. When I was editing that video you sent me earlier, your aura colors are piss yellow, and I was like, why the fuck are they like this?
I did it for 2 reasons, and I went to a fucking color wheel to make sure. And this is the other problem the auras have. I did it because I hate my biggest pet peeve for aura perks is when someone hides behind the generator.
Yeah.
So I tried to make it as opposite to red as I possibly could.
Didn't you like blue or fuck?
So I looked at a color wheel. The direct opposite is technically green, but
it ended up being
yellowish green.
Piss green.
But the problem is, they didn't fix that.
What do you mean?
Because the auras on gens are still solid.
Oh, I see. So people can still hide behind it.
Yes, people can still hide behind it.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's on purpose. I hope it's not. Behavior fixed that. Go back to the old. I hate bringing back old DVD because not everything was better back then.
No.
But there was one thing that was better, and that was gen auras because they had an outline around them,
Mm-hmm.
so people couldn't hide behind them.
Yeah, true.
But no, other than that, no, it's a good start. It's great for colorblind people in general.
Mm-hmm.
I also, much like with the scratch marks one, I love watching other people play sometimes just to see
Their colors.
what colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
what colors did you pick?
It's fun, right?
And not having them need a filter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love
Because a lot of
filters
times
on the
there's
villain.
a lot of times you genuinely ask people and they'll give you reasons, and it's not just competitive.
No, yeah, for sure. It brightens up the game.
So,
this looks better.
Yeah, my scratch marks are what, blue, right?
Yeah, yours are blue, and I thought that was weird too.
Yeah, I do. I think they're easier to see most of the, except on the new map.
Dude,
Except on the new map.
yeah, I love using purple, and then I get Ormond 5 times in a row, and I can't see scratch marks.
Oh my god, the new map, Trickster's Illusion, with the blue ones, I can't
That
see
sounds
them
horrible. Yeah, that sounds horrible.
at all. I don't know how much of a pain it would be, but I wish you could select different colors for different maps.
That would be really nice.
It's just like every time I get eerie, I have to turn my gamma down.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really, really annoying, especially for my old man eyes. I can't see anything on here. The other quality of life thing was the perk descriptions.
I don't have much to say about this. I wish they kept the flavor text. I thought that was really interesting, but they got rid of it.
I wish they would bring it back somehow. You could just make it left click instead of right click, maybe.
Yeah. I really like the bit like, this is John Kramer trained you to fucking kill that guy, so when he unhooks, he's exposed. Or whatever. Like, I kind of missed that. That was Make Your Choice, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I really like that bit.
I do think it is nice for like newer players, obviously, but even for veterans, because there's a lot of perks that had like a lot of unneeded information.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot. Yeah.
I do have one criticism, and again, I doubt they listen to this, but if Behavior is listening, you did miss
podcast?
one. You did miss one status effect to be explained. Bloodlust is not explained.
Really?
This affects two perks: Beast of Prey and Rapid Brutality.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
No, Beast of Prey doesn't take it away. Sorry.
But if you right click on it, it'll tell you like the status effects. Like, this is what Undetectable does. It does not tell you what Bloodlust does. This more so affects Beast of Prey than anything else.
Yeah.
It is such a small nitpick, but it was something I noticed.
I mean, it is a status effect though, so you are right.
Yeah. I feel like, and well, also on top of that, if you go to the tutorial menu, we did this last night. It tells you what Bloodlust does. It does not tell you how much it does, though. So it's like you gain haste. It doesn't tell you how much.
Damn, there's so much little stuff that they don't tell you.
Yeah. I know it's 5% because people have told me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this. I mean, it's fine. I wish the flavor text was still there. It definitely makes it better for new players. Shrug.
Again, I think it's. I just think it's good.
Yeah,
general.
it's a good change.
Again, much like the Aura thing, it's a good starting base. We'll see what happens. Of course, they did mention that there were some perks they couldn't shorten down, which is fine. Because you can't like explain fast track in like 3 words.
No,
not
fast.
Well, yeah, or like hyper focus. You can't really explain that one in 2 words.
Yeah.
But I do genuinely think it's a good change, and I think stuff like this is what the quality of life patches should have been.
True.
Not just bug fixes, but also stuff like this.
Yeah, I agree.
And technically, I believe this is the last patch for their quality of life, the health chapters.
Oh man.
Because it was supposed to end in March.
Oh
so
no.
I think this is the last one.
We need to do like a rank, like a fucking grading of it. You know what I mean?
For what, each patch that came out during it?
C+, The Walking Dead,
More,
A+.
More happened than I think people realize, though. Because a lot of the stuff that did come in the health patches were bug fixes.
Yeah. And then Deathslinger was shooting from his dick for 8 months.
He isn't now, right? They did fix that finally.
I could ask May.
But again, this patch as a whole, though, the map sucks. Trickster needs some adjustments. The perks that came probably need some adjustments.
They
The
range
reworks,
from really well made to genuinely terrible for the game.
the Vecna changes were good. The quality of life stuff was good. The new survivor's good. The new skin's good. Like I think there's give and take here.
Yeah.
But I do agree with some people saying that this was a nothing chapter for a lot of people.
I mean, if you're not a Trickster player, what did you get here? You got Pop.
Mm.
You know? I guess if you're a haha funny vault build person, you got crowd control changed.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's a mid-chapter. This is kind of what I think mid-chapter should be, is this.
Well, I disagree. I think mid-chapter should be full of perk changes.
Well, no, I agree, but I think with the fact that they also did the rework in this mid-chapter.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, I think, and they added the map.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is the map good? No,
No.
but they still added a map, like that. It's not like they didn't add anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I agree. I think when they do mid-chapters, they should be, like, a bunch of perk changes.
Mm-hmm.
I do genuinely agree. But if you're going to do a mid-chapter where you do add stuff like this, I think how much they added was fine.
Right. For sure, yeah.
But no, yeah, in general, I think this patch was okay. Mm-hmm. It's not going to bring anyone back who's already gone at the moment, but, that's what next chapter's for.
Yeah. Are you ready for our final topic? Our batshit insane Blood Moon predictions.
Let me ask you a question. Did you like Blood Moon last year?
I did. I thought it was cool, yeah. I thought it was a cool idea. I thought it was really cool.
I loved it.
I mean, like, the gens were definitely a little bit fast, but, I mean, after a year of gens going at the speed of sound, they probably won't seem that fast. Did you see my clip of me 3-genning in the Blood Moon event with Freddy and winning? Like, just like getting the abandoned, that was my win goal. I abandoned in the Blood Moon.
That's insane.
I also, I have so many good memories. I was playing Pig with no perks because Pig was, like, unplayable in the Blood Moon because her traps just didn't work. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And I game overed someone. I couldn't believe it.
So, my thing with this is what I liked about the Blood Moon event was how I actually liked how fast the games were.
Yeah.
Because they weren't because they didn't feel oppressively quick in the same way normal 1v4 does.
Mm-hmm.
Like normal 1v4, when like the game ends in like 2 minutes, it feels like bullshit.
It feels horrible, yeah.
When it happens in the Blood Moon event, though, I didn't mind it. I don't know why, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe honestly, it literally could just be as simple as you're still getting a shit ton of points. It literally could just be that simple, so it doesn't feel as bad.
So this is off topic, but I promise it'll come back around to it. Roblox ASIMs. A lot of people have been talking about how they've been getting more numbers.
Yeah.
They've been getting more numbers than Dead by Daylight.
Oh, really? It's probably because it's free, right?
Maybe, but I mean double the numbers.
Wow.
I forget which one just had an update the other day, but it had more numbers than Dead by Daylight when people were waiting for the update.
Wow.
It's such a weird realm that like you probably don't see because you're not in that circle. Go look into it for a little bit and you would be surprised. Now, but the thing with these though, is I think part of the reason they're as successful as they are and why people enjoy them as much and don't get nearly as frustrated as they do with Dead by Daylight, the matches are like 2 minutes long. Like I'm not even exaggerating. That's not being hyperbolic. I have seen some people play these matches and most of them aren't even 5 minutes.
Wow. No, I've never looked into
it. You go in, you either win or you lose, and you just go to the next one. And honestly, the more I think about it, I think that's why I liked the Blood Moon. I hop in, I win or lose almost immediately, and then I go into another match.
I think what I enjoyed about it most last year was that there was so much perk variety. Like, I was using weird shit. Like, I was running thwack, like, every game. I was just using weird shit the entire time because gen perks weren't good.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing with it. I do think some maps should be allowed in it. I think indoor maps shouldn't be in that mode at all.
RPD was, like, the easiest killer win in the game. Like, I don't know how you lose RPD in the Blood Moon.
when they do bring it back, I think some changes that do need to be made. I think Pig should be the one exception to the blood gens not being gens.
Yeah, Freddy needs to be able to teleport to his gens. Houndmaster needs to be able to send her dog to the gens.
Yes, I think for killer powers, I would be fine with it.
Yeah, well, because they eventually have to do the gens the normal gens anyway for Pig.
Yeah. As far as like perks go, though, I was cool with it not working on perks.
I think I'm cool with that too. I do think though that the base kit regression for the blood gens need to be raised. It wasn't that much, especially if you don't have perks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can see that. I also think the what the fuck were they? The blood stations, I guess.
The gas pumps.
Oh, yeah, the gas pump, blood pumps.
Yeah, blood pumps. Jesus.
I think those could have been a little farther away from the blood gens because sometimes they would spawn
they were
like
literally touching. Yeah, that was when the gens would fly because like a pump was like half a gen.
But I think if they adjust a couple of those things and maybe take out some of the maps that could spawn in it, and other than that, I think it was a good event. I think it was better than the last Blood Moon.
The last Blood Moon wasn't as controversial, but it also was kind of a nothing burger.
Yeah, it really was. Like so many people complained they didn't do anything, and then
it was like what, a lunge and Iron Will. Like it wasn't.
Yeah. Wait, you got more blood points in it.
Well, I think you got more blood points overall in the last one we just had. You got a ridiculous amount of points in that event.
It's weird to me too because so many people have told behavior like, we want game modes that actually change the gameplay.
Yeah,
and I feel like the Blood Moon last year was that, and people still got mad about it.
I don't get why people didn't like the Bone Shield this year. I thought it was really good for changing the gameplay.
Oh, I thought it was great. I love the Bone Shield this year. Like the only event I didn't really like love this year was the Halloween one, but I didn't hate it as much.
I didn't like the anniversary. I am sick of not the party pallets, the auto break pallet. I'm so sick of that. I like auto hook. Auto hook's cool, but the auto break pallets is so miserable.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I love remote hook. I think I played more DVD during the anniversary than I do all year.
Oh, dude, another thing I hated about the anniversary was party pallets would cuck Freddy, and it was horrible. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what they do for Blood Moon this year. I do hope they do update it, but I have a feeling they might not do as much. Not because of any laziness, but because there wasn't really, other than what I just stated, there's not really too much to adjust, in my opinion.
I think it just needs some number changes. I think it'd be really nice and very giving of them if they made the amount of blood points you could earn more earlier in the event. It normally takes like the first full week for us to get to the big points.
I kind of like that. I don't know. So like they've been like randomly doing this. Remember when they did an event like I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and they didn't tell anybody they were doing an event?
What was it?
I think it was like damaging survivors and healing survivors. There was like some event.
Sure,
like 3
I remember.
Weeks ago. But
yeah, there was a New Year event, wasn't there? Like for the New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but like that's why I like the Blood Moon thing, because it gives the community like a goal that they can collectively go to. Like it doesn't get rid of the us versus them thing.
No, I mean, like, they never will.
But again, I think not the solution, but a way to kind of help the us versus them thing is doing that, having collective goals the community goes to as a whole.
Right.
And I think if you make it happen too fast, then the goal just goes away. That would be my thing with it. I do think they should make it shorter, but I don't think they should like cut it in half or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, it's my favorite event. I'm very ready to play it.
Yeah, I am too. Like I probably, again, Anniversary and Blood Moon are probably when I play the most.
Yeah, I've always I like their events. Like even the ones where they don't do much. Like the Halloween event, I love it every year.
Yeah. I think I've said before, the Halloween event, the only adjustment I would make is forcing people to go into the void, but that's about it.
That'd be cool, yeah.
But we'll see. I'm excited for Blood Moon. I think it's next week, isn't it?
It's Thursday.
Oh yeah, Thursday. Why Thursday? What the fuck?
They either start their events on Tuesday or Thursday.
Why not do it on Tuesday? Like, you know what? I'm not gonna get into
know.
it.
Don't know.
I guess so. It's ready for the weekend. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for it. And I'll probably be playing Pyramid Head for it too. Also, does it count as my stats? Hang on. I think it
It
does.
should, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it can. That actually does bring me into another question. I did want to ask you about this. So they started doing the thing where they make the events a separate queue.
Hmm.
Do you think now that it's been like I think 2 years since they started doing that, do you think it was a good idea?
No.
You think they should have kept events as just one queue?
Yeah, I think so. Personally, because the only people who are playing the normal queue are like the super sweaty people. So, like, I have fun in it, but I feel like most people just kind of ignore it and play in the event the event queue. Like, I enjoy going into the normal queue during events because I'm like, okay, I want to, like, when I'm in the mood for, I'm like, okay, I want a intense match. Let me pull out the fucking 4 slowdown Freddy, you know.
Mm.
But I feel like the majority of the player base just ignores it. And if they ever did do what I think they will eventually do and try a ranked queue, they would have to immediately stop doing that. Because then you would have 3 queues during events, and that is too much.
I don't. I think it depends on the third queue.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I've told you my suggestion for ranked. It should only be on the weekends if they do add it.
Mm-hmm. I think if they did it, they should do it as like a modifier like Chaos Shuffle, where it comes in for 2 weeks, and whoever's the highest or whatever rank you get, that's the reward you get.
Yeah,
I
something
think
like
that'd
that.
be the best way to do it.
I think it. Yeah, I think if they do a ranked mode, it needs to be limited.
Yep, I
Time
agree.
limited.
I don't think it would ever work as a full-time thing, because then your queues, like, because then when 2v8 comes out, then you have 3 queues again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that might be all, yeah?
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add.
All right, well, we will try to be back soon for another episode. Hopefully something happens. We might talk about the Blood Moon when it comes back, but I'm sure it'll be pretty similar to last year. You have anything you want to promote?
By the time this is up, how cages work video should be up.
Yeah, this will be posted tomorrow, so you should see Bennett's video, question mark?
I stream 4 days a week on YouTube.
What days are those of the fake Bennett, and what time?
That would be Mondays through Thursdays at 11 p.m. EST midnight EST to 3 a.m. EST.
There you go. And what character are you playing next after Pyramid Head?
Skull Merchant,
there we
because
go.
people fucking hate me. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret about charity streams. Most streamers, when they do charity streams, that last goal, is set to be an impossible number because they don't think they'll actually get it.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do that, man. Oh, it's gonna be good to watch, though.
Skull, I think I'm still gonna enjoy it. She's a lot of
6% kill rate.
There is so much math in Skull Merchant, and people know I love math. So
to be fair, she's fun. I love spinning the drones on people. That's very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see though. It's probably a few months away. I'm only at like 53 hours on Pyramid Head now, anyways.
I was gonna do 100 hours on Pig for stream, and I immediately gave up after one stream because I was bored of playing Pig.
You don't know how I do it, do you?
No, I am amazed. I can't play I can't even play more than like 3 matches of Freddy in a row, and that's my favorite killer. I don't know how you can manage that. That is fucking rough.
People still don't know how I did all the adepts on Pyramid Head. Like, people were like, how did you not, like, crash out every other match?
I mean, I can understand that. That's a self-imposed challenge. You're doing that for you. You know what I mean?
What was it? But it's not even a challenge, because I wasn't winning with them. I was just using the perks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was winning with them, oh god. I'd probably still be doing it.
Stuck on Wraith for like fucking 30 games.
Wesker, I said it in the video, Wesker was the worst one.
How long did it take for Freddy's, do you remember?
For, like, to win with it?
Oh, yeah, right, you only did it once.
Yeah,
sorry, I thought in my mind that you were doing
them
over and over.
Freddy's wasn't too bad. Blood Warden's actually not that bad on.
Well, it's because all 3 of his perks are okay.
Yeah.
Blood Warden's alright.
Wesker was the worst one by far, though.
What has he got? Oh, yeah, those are pretty rough perks.
Superior Anatomy. Pyramid Head.
The notorious character.
Yeah, the notoriously vaulted character. Awakened Awareness, Pyramid Head, the notoriously picking up character. And Terminus is okay.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always fun to do, because every now and again I'll get, like, weird value out of a perk.
You're right.
I got so much value out of... Overture of Doom. I got so
What?
much value out of it that match.
That is
Yes.
a dog shit perk.
Yeah, it was on Greenville. I got like I got it to it procced like 4 times.
That's crazy.
Oh,
It was
great.
almost worth a perk slot.
But yeah, yeah, if you want to end it here, I think we can end it here. Unless you
Yeah,
got
I don't
something
really got
else.
anything else to say. Alright, everyone, thank you for watching. We will hopefully see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.